Dear students, in this session we are going to learn jQuery. Most of the people think that jQuery is a programming language. Actually, jQuery is a JavaScript library. That is a library which is completely built in JavaScript. jQuery is used to simplify client-side scripting of HTML. Using jQuery, we can create powerful dynamic web pages and web applications.
Then some more jQuery event methods are there. DBL click, that is double click, mouse enter. So the DBL click, double click method attaches an event handler function to an HTML element. The function is executed when the user double clicks over an HTML element. So this double click method will work on a HTML element whenever the user is performing double click on that particular component. Here $p dot double click function $this dot hide. If user is performing a double click on the paragraph, that particular paragraph is hidden from the user. Then another functionality or another event is mouse enter. The mouse enter method attaches an event handler function to an HTML element. The function is executed when the mouse pointer enters the HTML element. $p1 dot mouse enter function. So if a mouse enter function is happened on the corresponding hash, means it represents the ID P1, then an alert message will be generated with a value you entered P1. So this example is mentioned mm, for an HTML for a HTML component with ID P1. So whenever mouse enters an HTML component with ID P1, an alert box will be generated with message you entered P1. The next function or method is mouse sleeve. The mouse sleeve method attaches an event handler function to an HTML element. The function is executed when the mouse pointer leaves the HTML element. So the mouse sleeve function or mouse sleeve event means whenever mouse enters a particular component, something should be happened. If that mouse is moved away from that particular component, some other action should be happened. That is specified using mouse sleeve. So here we are having an example $p1 dot mouse sleeve function alert by you now leave p1. In the previous example or in the previous event, we see the mouse enter component or enter example. Inside the example it specifies an ID selector P1. If mouse enters an element with ID P1, it will generate an alert box with message you entered P1. Here the same ID hash P1 is used. Hash P1 dot mouse leave function alert by you now leave P1. So if that mouse moves away from the corresponding HTML element with ID P1, so what happens is another alert box will be generated with message by you now leave P1. The next method is jQuery event method is mouse down. The mouse down method attaches an event handler to an HTML element. The function is executed when the left, middle or right mouse button is pressed down while the mouse is over the HTML element. So this mouse down method is attached to an event handler function in an HTML element, and this function is executed when the left, middle or right mouse button is pressed down while the mouse is over an HTML element. So this thing can be defined like this $p1 mouse down function. So whenever a mouse down occurs on over a component in HTML with ID P1, it will generate an alert box like this: mouse down over P1. So this will only happen. This message box will be only happen if mouse press or mouse down occurs over element with ID P1. Then mouse up event. The mouse up event attaches an event handler function to an HTML element. The function is executed when the left, right, or middle button is released. So when the mouse is over the HTML element, $#p1 dot mouse up function alert mouse up over p1. So this is just opposite as that of mouse down. So whenever mouse up, if a press occurs, if a down occurs, the corresponding up is there. So if the mouse up function occurred on HTML element with ID P1, it will generate an alert box like this: mouse up over P1.
Now we can consider the H over method. H over method takes two functions and is a combination of the mouse enter and mouse leave events. H over means mouse over event. So this H over event is actually the combination of mouse enter and mouse leave. The first function is executed when the mouse enters the HTML element, and second function is executed when the mouse leaves the HTML element. So mouse enter will happen when the corresponding mouse enters the particular HTML component, and mouse leave happen when that particular from that particular element mouse is moved away. So here we are having an example code $#p1 dot h over function alert you entered p1, then another function alert by you now leave p1. So in the h over function two methods are defined. Here this function will be executed when mouse is entered on a component of HTML with ID P1 with ID P1. So when mouse enters, it will generate the first alert box you entered P1, and mouse is moved away from that particular component with ID P1, it will generate another alert box by you now leave P1. So this mouse enter and mouse leave methods can be simply defined in a single function called H over event. The next event method is focus. The focus method attaches an event handler to an HTML form field. So this particular function or this particular event attaches an event handler to the corresponding HTML form field, and this function is executed when the form field gets focus. So here there is an example $input.focus function. If any of the form input tag gains its focus, then what happens is $this.css background color #CCCCC. So if we are having a form on HTML web page, and if focus is on any of the input component, then what happens is that particular input component's background color is changed to this particular hexadecimal value #CCCCCC. So it is a correct combination of RGB color. So this focus event should be occur. A focus means if a particular form input element gains focus, this particular code will work. Then blur. Blur is just opposite as that of focus. The blur method attaches an event handler function
to an HTML form field. The function is executed when the form field loses focus. So when a particular input element is lose its focus, this particular blur function or blur event occurs. Here we are having a sample code $input.blur function $this dot css background color #FFFFF. So all are in high intensity, so it will produce a black color. This css dot background color FFF. So if a particular input tag loses its focus, then its color will be changed to some other color. Then on method. On method attaches one or more event handlers for the selected elements. So if you are using on method, we can attach more than one event handler for the selected element. Attach a click event to a paragraph element. Here we are using on to specify a click event to the corresponding paragraph element. $p dot on click function $this dot hide. So if a particular click function happened on a paragraph element, that paragraph will be disappeared. We can attach multiple event handlers to a paragraph element like this. Using this on function, we can add multiple events to the same HTML element, and here this is an example for that. $p.on. $p.on means we are going to specify multiple event handlers for the paragraph HTML element. Then inside the block, first function is mouse enter function. If mouse enters on the paragraph, it's $this dot css of background color light gray. If mouse enters the paragraph, the background color is changed to light gray. Then mouse leave function $this css background color light blue. If mouse leaves the corresponding paragraph, the background color is light blue. Then click function. If a click occurs on a particular paragraph, then $this dot css background color yellow. If click happens on a paragraph, then its background color should be changed to yellow. So here this on function is used for adding multiple event methods to a particular single HTML element. Then some more functions are there: jQuery hide and show. Which jQuery you can hide and show HTML elements with the hide and show methods. Here we already seen the hide method. If you are using hide method with an HTML component, that HTML component is disappeared from the view. Then show means it should be again appear back to view. Here the example code is like this: HTML tag, head tag. Inside the head tag, script tag is opened, where src is of the source contains the URL of a JavaScript file which contains some jQuery code. Then script is closed. Then again another script is opened, $document of ready function. So this particular script will be executed only after happening the complete loading of the web page. Then $hide dot click function $p hide $hide. If any click occurs on the HTML element with ID hide, then paragraph p dot hide will happen, or then all the paragraphs in the web page is hidden, will disappear. So this is the function. If a click occurs on any HTML element with ID hide, then all the paragraphs in the corresponding web page disappears. That is this particular function. Then the $show dot click function $p dot show. If any click happens on the HTML element with ID show, then all the paragraphs are appeared on the corresponding web page. Then script is closed, head is closed, body contains a paragraph. If you click on the hide button, I will disappear. Here two buttons are there. One button is having ID hide and having a text hide on the button. Button ID show, text on the corresponding button. Body is closed, HTML is closed. So when this particular web page is loaded, it contains a paragraph like this. If you click on the hide button, I will disappear. Then two buttons are there. One is hide and one is show. If we click the hide button, what happens is this paragraph will be disappeared. If you click the show button, this paragraph is again appeared on the web page. So $selector.hide speed comma callback $selector.show speed comma callback. So the optional we already seen the invoking session of hide and show function. Here we can add some more optional parameters. The optional speed parameter specifies the speed of the hiding or showing, and it can take the following values like slow, fast or milliseconds. The optional callback parameter is a function to be executed after the hide or show method completes. So you will learn more about callback functions in the advanced JavaScript areas. We are not moving to the corresponding sessions. The following example demonstrates the speed parameter with hide. $button.click function $p.hide of 1000. So this particular, if click occurs on the button, paragraph P will hidden in 1000 milliseconds. So here in this we can see that we can add some speed parametrics to the hide and show functions. Then here we are having a program code where the toggle is happening between the hide and show. Let us have a look to this code. HTML head part. Head part contains a script tag with source URL is there. It gives the idea that it is a JavaScript file which contains some jQuery. Then script is closed. Then another script tag is open. $document.ready function. Then $button.click function. $p.toggle. $p.toggle. Then script is closed. Head is closed. Body. Then button. A button is there, toggle between hiding and showing the paragraphs. Button is closed. Then P, this is a paragraph with little content. Another paragraph, this is another small paragraph. Then body closed, HTML is closed. So when this particular web page is loaded, what happens is we are having a button with text toggle between hiding and showing the paragraphs. Then after the button we are having two sentences. This is a paragraph with little content and this is another small paragraph. So whenever a user make a click on the corresponding button, what happens is the script code will be invoke $p.toggle. $p.toggle means if it is if the paragraphs are appeared on the web page, it will be hidden. For the next click occurs on the button, toggle will appear. That means toggle will work in between the hide and show methods. If it is hidden, if the paragraphs are hidden, if the next click of the button, this paragraphs will be appeared. The next click, the third click, it will again disappear. So toggle of the corresponding hide and show functions will happen in the corresponding example. So toggle is a function which is used to make a toggling between hide and show functions in JavaScript. So this is all about the jQuery functionalities. Hope you understood. Thank you.